Hello everyone. I read one of TikTok's top books right now, Fourth Wing. I am going to, in this video, going to talk about my thoughts and opinions. It's probably not going to be a very long video, but it will contain spoilers. So if you don't want to know anything about this book, scroll on past and I will see you in the next one. So starting out, what did I think of the characters? I really enjoyed the characters. I thought the character development was pretty good. Violet, I was a little unsure of at first, which is obviously our main character, and most reason I was unsure of her is because it really did not seem like she belonged in the writer's quadrant. It seemed really that she should be a scribe, especially when she went and visited the scribes later on in the book. But I love how fiercely independent she is, and that in a sense, even though it's not straight up said what disability she has, it seems she does have one. And on top of that, she signs, which seems to be the main communication between scribes in the library. And that's just two things I love seeing. Number one, a lot of my books don't include sign language, which I wish was more approached and seen in books. And number two, we don't, at least in the books that I have read, again, unfortunately, does not have a lot of disabilities. And it was really nice having a main character that I could somewhat relate to, with the easily breaking bones and all of her weakness and all the things that came with that. But at the same time, I love that it was briefly mentioned here and there, but was not her entire personality. And instead something that kind of fueled her to do better, be stronger. And as far as what I thought of the relationship, I'm still very much on the fence. I could see why she wants to be with Xander, but at the same time, I'd rather wish she was with Dan. And I know I'm probably saying all these names wrong. I just finished the book, so I apologize. But yeah, I much rather like the idea of her being with her best friend since she was in school, or since she was a little kid, about 5 years old, I think is what the book said. But according to my sister in Iron Flame, my opinions are just going to completely be thrown off. So we'll see. And I'm really sad some of the side characters were killed off. Side characters that were killed off were Trina, Liam, and Days. I really loved all three of them. I thought all three of them had really strong potential to carry on into the next book, even as side characters. So I'm really sad that they did not make it through the writer's quadrant. It was really interesting to see that Liam turned out to be part of the rebellion, which is something I'm really glad we're seeing. But this doesn't seem to be a stereotypical rebellion like crash to the government. It's actually a, hey, we see something nobody else does. And the relationship scare kind of got to me, because I thought, as soon as I started leaning towards a relationship that appears to be happening, it seemed like it was falling apart. I really, really hope that somehow in Iron Flame it is fixed, and also we get an explanation as to why she's not with the childhood best friend. From what I am told, though, again from my sister without spoilers, my opinion is going to change. And my opinions on what I thought of the Fourth Wing world in general. Number one, I am a super curious person, so I would love to see more of the scribes, although I understand this is not what this is about. So I will be totally understanding if we don't get to see more of the scribes quadrant. Super curious for how the whole double dragon thing's gonna balance out, which is something I absolutely love about this book, is that she doesn't have one superpower. She doesn't have one companion. She has two. She has two of both. At least that's my understanding. Which I'm nervous about, because I have a feeling that that's not going to last into the next book. Either A, a dragon's gonna die, or B, she's gonna lose his power. Something bad is gonna happen, because oh god, I'm just nervous. I'm nervous for the second book. I'm also super, super excited for it. And pretty much everything that I have to say about that. I know it's not much, but if I remember right, I told someone that I would review Fourth Wing. So yeah, that is my review on Fourth Wing. I loved it. I can understand the hype, but at the same time, I also know that this is not going to be a book for everybody. There, especially with the tiny bit of spice scenes we get in this, it was a young adult. I thought it was a young adult book. Now I'm realizing it's not, and I absolutely love that. I will say Fourth Wing has also sparked a love for reading. Obviously, I love reading, but this has me excited to branch out into new sides of magic, maybe even get into grim dark fantasy, maybe even get back into high fantasy, which is something I used to read quite a bit of. So yeah, this is definitely going to be in the top 10 books of the year. I know it's a little early to be saying that, but Fourth Wing is here to stay, and it is definitely probably going. It's definitely going on my rereads list. So yeah, with that being said, I'm sorry there wasn't much opinions. It's more so rambling. But if you want to see a review of Iron Flame, I will happily do that. I hope you guys have a good rest of the day, and I will talk to you later.